Hello everyone and welcome to another Transformers video review. Here I have Thrustinator, the third figure of the 2014 Transformers Collectors Club subscription service figures 2.0. As you can see, Thrustinator comes transforming to his beast mode. Right over here we have the technical data, which features a very nice graphic art of Thrustinator. It also says Predacon Survivalist. Right over here it says Strength 8.5, Intelligence 5, Speed 8, Endurance 7.5, Rank 7, Courage 7.5, Fire Blast 8, and Skill 6.5. On the back side there's nothing right here, and these are the instructions, of course. Now the Transformers Collectors Club is doing a very nice job protecting their exclusive figures. Now let's get Thrustinator out of the foam. And here we have Thrustinator. This figure actually came with the beast legs assembled backwards, and all I did was just like take these legs apart and just like switch them around. Now this figure is actually a retool and repaint of the 1998 figure Dirgegun, featuring a new head sculpt and a very nice paint job. As you can see, the beast mode looks really cool, which is like a cyber wasp. Now I'm gonna bring it closer to the camera, and I have to tell you that I really like the new paint scheme. It looks really nice. Now this figure has a lot of details. We can see on the head sculpt of the beast mode right here, one side is supposed to be the character Thrust, and on the other side we have Waspinator. Now this is a very nice exclusive figure. There's more details right here on the wings. There's a lot of details sculpted right into the plastic mold, and these wings are actually articulated. They're on a ball joint, and you can move them up and down and slightly towards the side, and this is a really cool feature. Now this is the gun that is actually being stored right here, and I'm going to show you that later. We can see right here one of the features or the gimmick of this figure while transforming to his beast mode is this mounted missile launcher right here, which you can fold right up towards the front, and you can actually find the weapons or the missiles right here stored right under the wings of this figure. And I'm going to show you what it looks like real quick. And I have to tell you that this is a really nice exclusive figure. I'm actually very impressed, and I've been looking forward for this figure for a very long time. Now this is what it looks like with the gimmick. The only thing that I have to say is that sometimes when you're trying to get this figure standing up on in his beast mode, it's kind of difficult, especially because of the legs might like slip around. Now this is a really cool figure, I have to tell you that. And for this size comparison, I have Thrustinator next to the Target exclusive figure Grimlock. Now let's move them front to front, and as you can see, the size of Thrustinator's beast mode is fairly big. Now let's get Grimlock out of the way. Now for this next size comparison, I have the Generations Voyager class figure Rhinox. Now let's move them front to front, and as you can see, they both have a very similar size. Now let's move Rhinox out of the way. And here we have, for a final size comparison, Generations Dirge, which is one of the Seekers. And as you can see, they have a similar size. Now this is what they look like from this side. Now let's get Dirge out of the way. Now let's transform Thrustinator into his robot mode. The transformation is actually kind of simple. First thing, I'm going to remove his weapon, which is right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the legs right here. We're going to fold this section down. I'll do the same thing right over here. And this section right here is on a ball joint, so we're just going to rotate this around, and we're going to attach it right here in place. I'll do the exact same thing right over here with his other leg. Now I'm going to leave this figure like this for now. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up these sections right here, or these panels. I'm going to move them to the side, just like so. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate this section right here, these two panels, and I'm going to move them towards the side, just like so. And I'm going to fold them down, and this section right here is actually going to be attached right here on the chest section. Now I'm going to fold this section down, which is the arms of this figure. I'm going to fold this, the other one, the same way, and we're almost there. Now I'm going to fold this section all the way up, and I'm going to fold this down just like so, and that is pretty much the entire transformation for this awesome figure. And here we have Thrustinator transforming to his robot mode, and I have to tell you that I'm very impressed with the looks of this figure. I definitely like the new head sculpt and all of the paint scheme. It has a lot of details sculpted right into the plastic mold. This is the backside view of the wings, which features a very nice design. We can see more details sculpted right here, and this is of course the cannon, and this figure features a gimmick with it, and I'm going to show you that later on. There's more details right here on the chest compartment of this figure. Now the head sculpt is very nice. I definitely like the head sculpt. In my opinion, it's a very nice head sculpt. This is supposed to be a fusion between Waspinator and Thrust. We can see the missiles, they can be stored right here on the wings. So this is a really cool figure. Now the articulation for this figure is good. The arms are on a ball joint and they can be rotated 360 degrees. There's also a swivel right here, as you can see, and the articulation on the elbows is good, up to 90 degrees. Now this section right here is articulated, so it's the wings right here, so you can move them a little bit just to enhance some of the articulation of this figure. Now this figure does not have any waist articulation, but the articulation on the legs is really good. As you can see, it's also on a ball joint. It can be moved to the sides, up and down without any issues. Articulation on the knee is on a ball joint as well. You can move it up to 90 degrees. And so this is a very articulated figure. Now I'm gonna set this aside here real quick. This figure has a gimmick once it's transformed into his robot mode, and I'm gonna show you that real quick. I'm gonna separate this panel right here towards the side, and this panel right here, I'm gonna fold it down. And you have to be gentle with this panel because you don't want it to fall apart. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push this cannon all the way towards the front, and as you can see, you can use this figure this way. It is actually on the instructions, and it's supposed to be like the attack mode of Waspinator, which in my opinion is just a nice option. I guess you could display this figure this way if you want. Now, like I said before, the missiles are actually being stored right in the wings. And I'm gonna arm this guy real quick, so you have a better idea what he looks like when he's all armed. Now here we have the attack mode of Waspinator. Now for this size comparison, I want to do something different. Here I have all of the Transformers Collectors Club Beast Wars exclusive figures for the year 2014. And I am very happy that the Transformers Collectors Club is actually releasing these exclusive Beast Wars figures. Now let's get these exclusive figures out of the way. And for this size comparison, I have Sharticon Megatron, which is a Voyager class figure. Now let's move them front to front. And as you can see, there's a size difference right there. Now let's move them for the backside view real quick. So as you can see, Thrustinator is a cool detailed figure. Now let's get Sharticon Megatron out of the way. And for this final size comparison, we have Physitron and Barricade, also exclusive from the Transformers Collectors Club subscription service figure 2.0. Now let's get these two exclusive figures out of the way. And now that we have seen Thrustinator transform into his robot mode and into his beast mode, I have to tell you that this figure looks awesome. I am very impressed with the quality and the paint job of this figure. It has good articulation. Also, the new head sculpt looks just fantastic. And I'm actually very glad that I get to add this figure to my collection. And with this, I conclude this video review of the 2014 Transformers Collectors Club subscription service figure 2.0, figure number 3, Thrustinator. This is Magnetar Prime. Until next time. If you like this Transformers video review, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Magnetar Prime, or stop by my Facebook page, Magnetar Prime Reviews. This is Magnetar Prime. Until next time.